Hi guys, welcome to another interesting segment on Home Truth Nigeria. Today, I want to do something different, very different, and this is something as regards Q&A about Nigerian men. After my video yesterday, I got series of questions from a lot of women or ladies about Nigerian men, and most of them asked questions. They wrote me on the email. They wanted to ask or know certain things that is basically happening about their relationship. And honestly, I always draw inspiration from these messages I get to, treat or to give some kind of a elaborate topic. But because of the urgency of the questions, I felt like, okay, probably I should, just randomly pick like three or four of these questions and answer them. Maybe in future I could expand one of these questions and treat them independently as the case go. So that's why I decided to do this Q&A about Nigerian men. So these are questions that have been asked yesterday and today, and I want to use this medium to just throw more light on few of this question. So let's go there. The very first question I was asked was how Nigerian can make long distance relationships spicy. So there's a lady who basically wanted to know how Nigerian men can make long distance relationships spicy. For those of you who don't know, I once did a video some few weeks back on tips on how to run a long distance relationship. So she wanted to know the reverse of what Nigerian men basically do, to spice up or how they can make a long distance relationship spicy. So if you've not watched that video, please go back and watch that video. So here's my answer to this question. I would tell you the truth is I don't know. I don't know how Nigerian men can keep a long distance relationship spicy and fun and entertaining. I really do not know. And the reason is not far fetched. Nigeria, as I've always said, is a male dominated society. As kids, we are raised not to show much emotions. In fact, we are told not to cry. It was a society where crying is seen as as weakness. I could tell you right from I was a little boy, 6, 7 years old. I was told to not show emotions like crying and all of this. When you cry, you're seen as somebody who is weak. Not until with scientific research, they say crying is one of the best therapy. And this is something we even see in our homes. We rarely see our parents, show themselves love or cuddle up or hug themselves. It's something that is part of our society. Things are changing gradually, but it's normally a male-dominated society where stoicism is the rule of the game. I use myself as an example. When I traveled for the very first time overseas, I wanted to start dating, and most people couldn't read my emotions. Some people felt I was very hard, but the truth was that I was coming from a male dominated society, a society that promotes stoicism, coupled with the fact that I was and still am a martial artist. I was into martial arts, very serious. And one thing about martial arts was that you're raised or you're trained to be hard, and you know not to show emotions or probably what they say cut pains. It took me time to unlearn certain things, and then I had to relearn them before I could successfully fit in and show or be expressive with my uh, emotions. So in this case, it's something that uh, I can really point out as to how Nigerians can make this spicy. One thing we need to understand is that the most important thing for Nigerian men is money. That's the most important thing for the Nigerian man. Our men don't feel complete or comfortable in a relationship until they have money. Money is a tool that they use to spice things up. Money is the tool Nigerian men use to express themselves emotionally. Money is the language of love for our Nigerian men. And this is a language the Nigerian women totally understand. Therefore, when a Nigerian man wants to spice things up with you, he's looking at possibility of buying a new car for you, or if that's the case, he also, goes to, get you one of the latest phone. It is very, very untypical, very, very, very untypical to see a Nigerian man buying a bouquet of flowers, because our Nigerian women don't even care about those things. They don't care about those things. So, if you are having a long distance relationship with a Nigerian man, and he's calling you so many sweet names in the morning, afternoon, and night when he's writing you or he's calling you, uh, and maybe sometimes he writes you poem. Those poems, trust me, they are copy and paste poem. Just know that 90% of the time he's just acting it. He's just saying it because he knows you want to hear this. He doesn't mean them. He doesn't know what they mean. There is no meaning to what he's saying in his heart. He just says these things so that you would, feel happy and all of that. And there is a stereotype in Africa and in Nigeria, basically, that says that the Western ladies are moved when you call them names like honey, sweetie, my love, my heartbeat, you're the apple of my eyes, and all these things. We don't use this for our women in Nigeria. We don't use this. We have a different language of love. And the most important thing for a Nigerian man when he's in a relationship with a lady is most important thing is that he wants to be able to provide, provide, because they say without finance, there is no romance. I don't know if there's a saying like this in the Western world. So if you are there and there's a Nigerian guy who's, making you go gagas and all of that, I can assure you he's just acting it. The moment everything is relaxed, he gets what he wants. He's going to scream at you. And that's the truth. So I hope I did my best to answer this question. Now let's go to question number two. Question number two, a lady wanted to know, she asked, my Nigerian man is not interested in the marriage again. So the lady wanted to know why a Nigerian man is no longer interested in the marriage again. So from her stories, they've been talking about marriage, they've made plans, they've done everything. And she was expected to, make the final arrangement so she could fly down to Nigeria sometime this year, and then they could get married. And all of a sudden, the guy is no longer interested in settling down with her. So for those of you who don't know, I made a video a few weeks back where I talked on a topic called Are You His Plan A? This is exactly what is happening here. Are you his plan A? Now, I want you all to understand something. So long as you are not the plan A of a Nigerian man, he would only use you as some kind of stopgap measure. You are just there to hold the seat for the main person. You're there just to hold the seat for the main plan A. And trust me, I'm not kidding when I say this. Now, listen, if you meet a young Nigerian man who has never been married before with no child to his name on a dating site and you're way older than him, you are out of the age of having kids. Trust me when I tell you that he is still on that dating site or on a different dating site. He is still there on a different name, on a different profile. And I have done investigative work with some ladies in this who are subscribers to my channel, and they all came back to tell me yes, they found out he is actually still in that dating site. Now, why is it still in the dating site? The question is, you are not the plan A. It's as simple as that. He is still in that dating site, hoping that one day, by luck, by crude, or by chance, he would get his plan A. And so long as he hasn't gotten his plan A, he will still keep looking for the plan A. Even if he eventually ends up marrying you, he must get his plan A. That is for sure. That is 100% for sure. He must get his plan A. I can assure you that the plan A is something that he must get. So in worst case scenario, he would keep you there. You become the worst case scenario. If the plan A or the plan B doesn't come, at least he could use you as a stopgap measure to get what he wants. Now, should it be that he meets the right person or he meets the plan A, then he will start, growing cold feet towards you. He will start going back on plans you guys have had. So one thing you need to understand is that in Nigeria, we rarely break up. It's something we rarely do. We don't, meet and then break up or have closure as they do in Western world. Some people do that, but in most cases we don't do that. What we basically do is that we grow cold on ourselves. We stop communicating, we stop texting and writing to ourselves. We grow totally cold to ourselves. We start isolating each other. This is enough cue or signal to the opposite person that, okay, this is not working. That is why I'm not calling you. That is why I'm renegading on things we've talked before. So when a Nigerian man pulls out from a marriage or basically starts telling you, okay, why don't you come to Nigeria so we can live there after you've all made married that you guys would made plans that you guys would get married and then you come it comes over to your home country and he starts telling you that he is indirectly telling you that look, I think I'm losing interest. But I don't want to come out to tell you that I'm losing interest because maybe who knows, I may still need your help. So let me put it in a way whereby you will fall on the sword. So he would put something on the way, some kind of a booby trap that would make it very difficult for you, to make a decision. It's more or less like you are between and betwixt the devil and the deep blue sea. So you will be in this kind of situation, and then at the end of the day, you may pick something that would end the relationship. And he would like, okay, well, I didn't break the relationship. You actually did end the relationship. So if tomorrow in future you know, things doesn't work out well for him, like the plan A or B, and he wants to come back to you, he's coming back with the excuse that he did not end the relationship with you, that you rather ended the relationship with you. This is total psychoterror 101 in psychology. Now, so if this is the case, please, I would advise you as a lady, don't bother, you know, crying over spilled milk. Don't fight for someone who doesn't want to fight for you. You just have to respect yourself, take your pride, dust yourself, and move on with your life. That is the truth. That is my answer to this question. The next question is it safe for me to visit Nigeria? A lady wants to know if it's safe for her to visit a man in Nigeria. They have been talking for over 2.5 years, and she felt it is time for her to go to Nigeria. My answer to this is yes and no. Yes, it is very safe to visit Nigeria. There are a lot of Western people who live and work in Nigeria. So it is relatively safe to visit Nigeria. However, not all places in Nigeria is safe to go. That is the truth. This is the no part. Not all places in Nigeria is safe to go. Now, here is the Nigerian flag with the 36 states in Nigeria. I would always advise there are two airports in Nigeria. One in the south called Lagos, and then there is another one in Abuja. These are the two biggest international airports we have in Nigeria. So if you ever plan on visiting Nigeria, these are the two airports I would advise you to use, the Lagos and the Abuja International Airport. Now, if you want to visit Nigeria, I would say anywhere from the west, the south, and a little bit in the middle of Nigeria and some part of the east is safe to be. Don't go to the north because of the terrorist insurgents that is happening there. You have no business in the north, but anywhere from the west, the south, some part of the east, And in the middle part of Nigeria, what we call the middle belt, you can visit these places and you'll be safe. So sometimes you have situations of people, especially Nigerians, when they want you to visit, especially the ones who have something hideous or are hiding something, they will basically tell you not to come because they totally believe that you would feel unsafe. So if they're married in their states or they have a child or they have something they want to protect, so you don't know. When you come, they will take you to places like Lagos, Abuja, and you guys will live in an hotel and chill. You would fly back to your country without knowing anything. So don't do this whenever you visit Nigeria. Try as much as possible to visit his home place. So yes, relatively it is safe to visit Nigeria, but please avoid going to the north. That's what I would tell you on that. And the final question I want to talk on today is this: my Nigerian boyfriend is always online, but he doesn't check on me. The answer to this is very simple. If he is always online and he doesn't check on you, leave him be. Do not bother him. Just leave him. Focus on yourself and be a better version of yourself. When he needs you, he will surely contact you. And whenever he contacts you, be ready to make him answer 21 questions uh, as to why he basically has not contacted you, even though you can physically see him online. So I don't need to say much about this. I just would advise you, when you have such experiences, he's not just into you. It's not a question of he's busy or has a lot in his head. We have a saying: no matter how busy a man is, he would always have time for the ones he loves. So with this, I would like to say again, please, if you have questions you wish to know, you want to hear my own opinion on, you can always contact me on hometruth86 at gmail.com, and I would offer my own answer as a Nigerian who understands how Nigerian men think. So it is, I would like to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for listening to this video. And as always, please uh, subscribe, like, share. And if you want to comment, please, I beg you, comment respectfully. I wish you guys a lovely day. Home Truth Nigeria. Peace out.